better, he's still going to have to improve as a player in order for that team to have success.
Hey,
let me say something real quick. Okay. Just remember, he started this interview off saying, I don't pay attention because I've been so involved in my own team, right? But for a guy who doesn't pay attention, and for a guy that I love for what you helped bring to this city, okay? But let me say something to you, Malcolm, because you want to talk about leadership and you want to talk about all these other things, okay? Marquise, you're more than welcome to come on. You know this. You want to talk about leadership? You know what leadership is? It's not worrying about your fucking contract 24 hours after a playoff loss. Not even. And the balls to respond to being the crumb of the day is all I need to know when you're the crumb of the day. When you're the crumb of the day and you respond tells me you're guilty. You're guilty of being the crumb, okay? You're guilty in some shape or form of being a crumb. So once a crumb, always a crumb. Now, what I will say is some of the things, factual. It does come on the player. It does come on the coaching staff of maybe not holding guys accountable, but you talk about holding him accountable? Like, and you talk about his ego? You're talking about the National Football League, babe. Everybody in that locker room has a goddamn ego that you have to manage. So if you had such an issue with it, all right, why don't you take him behind closed door, Mr. Friend? Mr. Friend? Because if you're such a friend of his and you really care about him and his success when you were here, you would take the time out to try to help him, and you take some accountability of being a leader to help your quarterback, right? Okay, right, and then you go, all right? Yeah. This is how this works, all right? So glass house bullshit, I'm so sick and tired of. When you're not here, everybody wants to throw the rocks. Throw more rocks at a guy. You know what? It's such a toast to the town conversation that, you know what, when somebody brings it up like Rich Eisen, you know what? This is going to be clickable. Everybody's going to love this. And this isn't Rich's fault. This is on Malcolm as a player. You gave so much goddamn information that it just tells me how much of a piece of shit you are, because you call somebody your friend and then you had the wherewithal to talk about his leadership, but you never addressed it, Mr. Leader, until now. But you're his friend. But you don't pay attention to the Eagles, but you're a fan. And you're a jackass, okay? And I love you, Malcolm, for how you played every day, okay, every Sunday. I love how you left it out there. But this is jackass pile on. Because if you're his friend, you ain't saying this shit publicly, honey. That's not what friends do. Friends don't publicly pile on you in your worst moments. That's not what friends goddamn do, people. So if you have friends out there that pile on you when things are at their worst for you, that's not a friend, that's an enemy. That's an enemy. And I'm not defending anything about Carson. It's an enemy.